Hello everybody, Miss Sharks here back for another tutorial video. Today we're going to be building the interior walls of the Atlantic Craft Hello Neighbour Alpha 2 house. Now, if you watched my video about building the Alpha 1 house, which is over there, you'll know that I had an issue where they used like a wallpaper mod or something, so there's a lot of overlap. But thankfully, when they did this one, they changed the blocks because obviously everyone in Minecraft might want a like spruce house, like different blocks and stuff, but then they might want a nice wallpaper inside, something like that. So the rooms I'm actually going to start with is this hallway one, this hallway part here, as well as this bit. Then also the room where you get the wrench in the normal game. I don't know if he gets it in the other one, I can't remember. The neighbor's bedroom, and yeah, that's it for now. And then I'll do a jump cut, grab the correct blocks, and then do the final three rooms. So blocks you're going to be needing for the first set of rooms and hallways that we are going to be doing is chiseled bookshelf, stripped oak wood, oak stairs, cyan concrete powder, stripped birch log, blue wool, sand, and bricks. Now there is an issue as well for later in the episode where we get on to like other overhang bits where I don't know if some of you are building this in survival or whatever, but there is an issue with stuff like this where you will need barrier blocks to actually hold up the blocks because they're sand or they're concrete powder. So yeah, if you don't have that, then I'm sorry. Also, grab yourself some pillar quartz so we can mark out where the doorways are as well. Okay, so we're going to start over here at the front entrance, and the first part, sorry, I've got the wrong picture. So what we are going to want to do first is take your chiseled bookshelf and come to this block over here next to the left-hand side of the doorway here, and extend it to the same height as the doorway. Also, just quickly, make sure it is facing this way. It looks the same on all sides other than the part where you actually place the books. So, you can place it whichever way you want, just as long as this part isn't showing, as you can see. So, anyway, you want to do it to that height and then just one extra one. So, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks in total. And then what you want to do is just carry on this pattern with the stripped oak wood going all the way round. And obviously with the stripped oak wood, you want it to be like it's going up, because if you face it sideways, then it looks like a log sideways. But if you place it going straight up, then you can see it kind of looks like a wallpaper pattern. Also, you can place a temporary blocks there because the next one over here is chiseled bookshelf once again. Then stripped oak wood. By the way, this is like a pattern where you just go all the way around. And also, I've just realized that chiseled bookshelf can't go there because of the doorway. So it does go there, just that it can't be facing that way. Same with let me check the other images whether it's chiseled or not. Yeah, same with this side. So you've done chiseled here. You also want to do chiseled on the other side, like that. And you will also want to cover up this blue part here. So I'm just going to place temporary blocks underneath there. But the next one is stripped oak wood, then a chiseled bookshelf, then stripped oak wood, then another chiseled bookshelf. Sometimes they double blocks, probably just because they forgot what to do, and I have just messed up a block there. Don't worry, I'll fix that after the video. But yeah, so sometimes when they do these wallpapers, they double it up. But anyway, continuing on with this wall, just drag that to the top. Same with, you just want to alternate the patterns basically. And then wherever like there's a doorway and stuff, I'll show you, and where there's bits that are doubled up, I'll show you that as well. So this one, we actually want to have 3 chiseled bookshelves in total for this wall here. So 1, 2, 3, like that. Then we want to have your doorway, which is 2 blocks here. So place 2 quartz on top of that, and that, you can do the doors later or at the end of the video where I'll show you. And once again, you want to continue this wallpaper pattern going all the way round. Same here, where you want to do you know stripped oak wood going up to the top. Um, don't place a temporary block there for now, just in case that is part of the next room. But you do want to place it in the next bit. Like I say, sometimes they double up the wallpaper. Then you're going to want to do your chiseled bookshelves again. Then same for the stripped oak wood. And then here is where the archway is for the hallway. So what you're going to want to do is come to the 5th block and take your oak stairs. Then place 1 like that, and then a chiseled bookshelf. Then you do 2 blocks like that with obviously the stripped oak wood and the chiseled bookshelf on top. And then this one here is, you want another stripped oak wood. And then that one there is where you want your second upside down stairs. And I've just messed that up. There we go, as you can see. So then you want to continue this one. I think place the chiseled bookshelves facing into this wall, so then it gets covered up. But yeah, this is your archway here, and then that is the wall there. Now, I will be doing like little detailed videos. I don't know when that is, but obviously we've got a hiding wardrobe here that we have to do. We've got the shed at the back, along with the ladder. All that needs doing. So we'll just continue with this at the moment. So next layer is stripped oak wood, chiseled bookshelf, and then you just want to, continue your pattern like that. And then I'm guessing stripped oak wood there. I don't have the perfect picture to back that up, but just drag that all the way to the top. I should probably do the chiseled bookshelves first, so then I know that I'm actually covering up the correct things. But there we go. That is the first part done. Let me just check the wall over here. Yep, that is correct. So you can actually get rid of your chiseled bookshelves, stripped oak wood, and oak stairs for now. Then moving on to the rest of the hallway. You want to come to this wall over here, and it is where the chiseled block is. And you want to place 7 cyan concrete powder. Is that 7? Yeah. 7 cyan concrete powder going all the way to the top, because all of these walls are 6 blocks high. I would say do the roof, but because of how dark it will be inside without the lights, then I would say don't. You can if you want to. The roof for literally all these rooms is just smooth quartz block. But yeah, I'm not going to do mine for now because I think it'll be too dark. So then the next thing is to come around this corner. Also, you're going to need acacia stairs just so we can mark out where the stairs are. You're going to want to do add 4 blocks onto that one, so this one becomes 5 in total. And then once again, there's also a like wardrobe here. And then this wall here wants to be 3 blocks like this. I will just double check what length the stairs are, because I haven't done that. Yep, 7, 5, and then these are just 3. Okay. And then these ones obviously don't want to go at the top because this is where the staircase going up to the second floor is. Just place 3 acacia stairs there like that, and then you can get rid of the acacia stairs. And then this is also where you're going to want to do the cyan concrete powder going all the way to the top, like that. And I think this is where we do the archway. Let me just grab the pillar, no, the barrier blocks, sorry, not the pillar quartz blocks. Yeah, it is. Okay, so here is where we do the archway on this one. So what you're going to want to do is, like I say, take your barrier block and do cyan concrete powder for just 2 blocks high. Then the next 3 going across is, 3 cyan concrete powder like that. Then the next layer, go down and make it 2 cyan concrete powder again, because obviously we need an archway. And then the rest of this is, just a wall. And that wall is 6 blocks in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it should line up with the corner of the outside wall here. Hopefully I can get this done quickly. There we go. Now we still have to do this whole wall here. So what you want to do is one, layer here, and then here is where your door is going to be. So just leave 2 block gaps for your double doors, then place your pillar quartz block, and then obviously cyan concrete powder will completely fill up this wall like that. So yeah, just do that. There we go. So that is the next hallway done. Like I say, we've got pictures and lights and stuff, so it won't look plain. Then the next thing we are going to want to do is the same as what we did with this pillar here. You're going to want to double up if you're using the barrier blocks. You're going to want to double that up and use sand for the next layer. So the same arch. And then obviously just do the same thing where you surround the outside walls with sand. And I believe that should be, including these walls like this, I believe you should have a five block gap, which you do. So I will just quickly do all these. And also where there's windows, do not cover those up or place any more blocks. You're going to want to, like I say, use barrier blocks or something. So barrier blocks on there. And the reason for that is in the actual role play, that he does, you can stand on top of the window ledges and look outside. I won't do this wall for a second, just because this is where that goes, and I still haven't done that. So I'll just quickly do this one, and for this one leads into the room where you get the wrench, as you can tell by the little window. So this one is not in line with the walls like that one. You're going to want to come 1 block back like that, then 2 there, and then here is where your double door is going to be. So once again, leave a 2x2 gap, and then place quartz pillars on top. And then the next 2 layers are obviously sand, and I will just quickly fill that up. Now the annoying thing is with the brick room is the way it intersects with the staircase. But let me just quickly finish up this wall. So even though we haven't finished this part of the outside wall, at least, it's covered up in a way. If you were using this as a survival house, at least it's covered up so mobs can't get in, even though I don't think they'd be able to get up anyway. But there we go, that is covered up, and that is this room done, so you can actually get rid of the sand now. Then the next part of this room with your bricks here is you're going to want to place pillar quartz blocks the same way you did that. Then hang on. Then you're going to want to hang on, let me double check. I'm sorry. I do have pictures, but sometimes I don't take pictures of the correct things. Okay, so there's a block there, and also you don't want to do the quartz there. Then that's surrounded for 2 blocks. Yeah, I have pictures of all this, just it's messed up. So 3, and then 1, and then the wall. Gone the wrong side there. Okay, so get rid of those quartz and just do that one. So what you're going to want to do here is place 1 brick like that and cover up the archway there, other than the door, of course. Then the rest of this wall you want to fill up with bricks until you get to the window, and then just do an extra 2 like that, and then fill that up to the top. So it's 6 layers high. And then, don't cover up the window, like I've said. Just do this. There we go. And then the next layer of this one is here. Your wall is here, and you want to make this wall 6 blocks in total on the inside, so that is 5. So ignore these corner blocks that I'm doing. So technically you want to place 8 blocks, but the main inside wall is 6 blocks. So I should have really said place 8, but sorry about that. Then this wall is where we have the issue. So because this is in the same line as the staircase, as you can see, like the staircase wall here, what you're going to want to do is do 3 layers of complete brick like this. Then the next one, you're going to want to only do 5 layers of 4 blocks like this. So you leave that top bit empty, but fill in this like so. Then the next layer is 4 blocks high, like that. And then the next layer is 3 blocks high. And then on top of that, you're going to place cyan concrete powder, like so. So this room doesn't look the best, but that is, I'm guessing, just how they built it. And then cover up this sand and the rest of it with just 3 blocks like this. So there we go. That is this room done, with that unfortunately being there, but that's how it was in the roleplay series. So now we are moving on to the bedroom, and then, like I say, I'll do a jump cut, and then we'll move on to the kitchen, bathroom, and the living room. So what we are going to want to do first for this room is take your stripped birch logs, and you're going to want to place 1 block here going all the way to the top, along with on top of the doorway, like so. So we have our first 3 blocks. Then do 2 blocks like that, and then here is where we have an archway. So just for now, place 1 block, because where you do the archway is another picture that I have. I think it's 2 blocks, but don't quote me on that. But the next thing you're going to want to do is your wall over here, and it just wants to completely cover up the outside wall. And the window, leave that alone. So once again, just fill all of this up, going so it's 6 blocks high. And those were temporary blocks. And that is this hallway part done, aside from this. And once again, drag this wall across. So it's, I think that's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, that's 6. So just continue this. There we go. And then the archway for this one is 2 blocks like that. So 2 blocks going to the top. And don't worry, you won't need barrier blocks for this one, because they're solid blocks. So 2 blocks sticking out like that. Then your archway, to begin with, just wants to do 2 blocks like that. Then, hang on, let me count how many it is, and then I'll know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So for this one, do 8 blocks just on their own. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like that, and that is just the one block. Then the next layer is 2 blocks going down. So let me just place temporary blocks there. And then 2 blocks going down. So this one's quite a big archway compared to the rest that we have, which are just 2 or 3 blocks like that. And then obviously connect that. So I was right about it being 2 and then 2 like that. So the next room is, so the main part of the bedroom is very simple. You just want to surround everything with blue wool. Where we covered up most of the arches, like over here, I say most, but it's one archway that we covered up. So just don't cover up this arch, when doing the walls, just leave them as they are. So this one, like I say, is very simple, just blue wool covering up all of the outside, even though most of the outside is blue wool anyway. And also, once again, ignore the window, just build your blocks all the way around it. And then after this, that is the main room's done. We just need to do the bathroom, kitchen, and living room. There we go. So, like I say, if you want to do the roof now, then it's smooth quartz blocks, like I say. But I'm not doing that at the moment because, I think it'll be too dark. As you can see, all of this, we have done that. So that is all fine. But now I'm going to do a jump cut, grab the pictures and blocks of the final 3 rooms, and then, yeah, we can finish off the interior walls. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a second. I am back, and as you can see by my inventory, I have grabbed the blocks that we need as well as the pictures. So the blocks that you're going to need for the final few rooms that we have are light blue wool, light grey terracotta, white terracotta, end stone bricks, end stone brick stairs, and then just some quartz pillars. So we're going to start over here with the living room. Now the living room has a different design to the rest. Whereas with all the rest of these, they just use one block for the entire room, ignoring this because that's obviously a building mistake. This one actually has an outline and then the next few blocks. So what you're going to want to do is 2 layers of light blue wool like this. Let me show you this doorway first so everything gets fixed. So 2 layers of light blue wool like that with blue wool all the way to the top like this. And then is that a temporary block? No, it's not. I hope that's fixed. Yep, it is. So the next thing of this that you want to do is actually this bit here is covered up by a massive shelf, which I'm not going to do until the like the details or the details of separate rooms. So I probably should have done it in this video, considering what it is, because it's like the back wall, but I won't do that for now. But what I will do is, the rest of the living room. So what you're going to want to do is, with your light blue wool, just drag it all the way across until the window here, like so. Then I think this is 4 blocks here in total, like that. And then this bit here is, hang on, let me count. That is 6. You want to do 6 like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And then here is where your doorway wants to go. So 2 pillar quartz blocks like that. Then your light blue wall there. And then even though we have a basement door that we will need to remove some back wall blocks for, just drag this until the same layer as here. So at least we've got the walls done like that. So yeah, let me show you what I mean by the massive shelf. As you can see, like this, it's completely covered up. And also, this is what I mean with the back wall getting covered up. Right, so what we just, that layer, or shall I say that outline we just built, just completely put, I don't know why I say completely for some sentences that make no sense with completely in them. If you're new here, I speak funny. So yeah, I also repeat myself a lot, which I will do with the outro. But yeah, just place blue wool on top of all of that we just placed. So you can see as well, without like certain parts like the staircase and the shelf wall finished, you can see how much of a mess this is, and how dark it would be without lights if you filled up the roof. But like I say, if you want to do your roof, then feel free to. Remember, just smooth quartz block. But now we'll move on to the kitchen. So you can actually get rid of your light blue wool and blue wool. So for the kitchen, all you need is white terracotta and light grey terracotta. So we're going to start above the doorway, and above the doorway, you're going to want to do 3 white terracotta, like that. Once again, ignoring the quartz, and then like the entrance, this kitchen room is just alternating between those 2 blocks. Your white terracotta, then your light grey terracotta. So for this wall here as well, where the corner is, you're going to want to have 3 light grey terracottas there, and then this corner over here, you're just going to want to double up the the terracottas, and then fill all that up. Now on this wall here, we do have an archway, so I'll just place white terracotta there. Then to begin your arch, do light grey terracotta there, then 2 white terracotta, then light grey terracotta, white terracotta, then 2 light grey like that, and then that is your simple archway. And I'll just finish off this part before we no, actually I'll do this because we have 2 blocks going in. So yeah, that is your arch. Then for the final wall, do white terracotta, then light grey terracotta. Then go in 1 block with your white terracotta, like so. And then to begin this back wall here, white terracotta. Like I say, despite it being a striped pattern, they often double up the corners. So yeah, once again, just continue the alternating pattern that we have. Oop. There we go. Now, did I get a picture of that separate? No, I did not. So this wall here is white terracotta. Then continue along, including the window. Let me just check if everything matches. Oh, I forgot there's a separate wall there. So just do an alternating pattern, there. That is there. And then let me check what this corner looks like, because, like I've said multiple times throughout this video, the corners do change. So, yeah, as I suspected, it is 2 like that, doubled up. So, with this kitchen wall here, wait, hang on. Have I messed something up? Yes, I have. So sorry about that. That wall is double. I'm guessing my pictures. Yeah, I don't know. I think the angle I took my pictures from is just like that, so it looked like 1 solid block. So sorry about that. but I will just quickly fix this. So this back wall here, you actually want to begin with another doubled up corner. So I will quickly delete all of this and then quickly fill it up. So like I say, this corner here that we just built, you want to do another doubled up and then go back to your alternating pattern. And then once you reach this corner, it should be white terracotta. So I will quickly rush through this so I don't waste any more of your time. And then, another doubled up corner here with your white terracotta. And it's the same over there, we should just be able to do alternating patterns like this. And there we go. Everything matches up perfectly. Not there. So there we go. There we go. That is the main kitchen room done, but we still have a hallway back here that we need to do. So this hallway is, I think it just goes to the back wall there, but let me check. So you've got your your pillar there. Actually, my pictures are being a bit annoying again, so let me check. No, go in the door. Thank you. Yeah, I was just being paranoid. Do gone the wrong way again. All right, so here you have the archway that we did. So what you're going to want to do is light grey terracotta like that. And then just to check how long this needs to be, let me just count the terracottas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 of these, let me just check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, that is correct, because obviously we need to fill in the back wall. So you're going to want to have 7 of your light grey terracottas, with the alternating pattern. I pressed change block, but okay. So this one's simple but annoying. And then for this back wall, you're going to want to do another doubled up corner there. And this one I think is 6 blocks in total. Yeah, it's 6 blocks. So just do this for 6 blocks. There we go. Now do I have? Yes, I do. So this one here, this wall, is once again another doubled up corner like that. Then we want to do 3 light grey terracottas, and then this is where your doorway for the bathroom is going to be. So once again, leave a 2x2 gap, place your quartz there, and there we go. We do not need our pillar quartz anymore. So let me just finish this side of the wall. And then, just continue your alternating pattern. Like so. And then there we go. Once again, another doubled up corner there and there. But that is the striped pattern done. So now we can finish off with the final room, which is the bathroom. And unlike the rest of the rooms, this one actually has a double pillar quartz layer like this. So whereas with, like I say, the rest had just one, this one is doubled. So for this first wall, you want to do 2 end stone bricks either side of the door and drag those to the top. Obviously, as well as filling above the doorway. Then this back wall, once again, fill that in. There we go. I'll leave this wall for now because we have an arch over here. So just place another layer there, and then with your end stone bricks, stick that out another layer. Then with your end stone stairs, come to the second block and do that there. Then 3 end stone bricks like that, and then place another one for 4, and then your end stone bricks there. So that is your arch, and then obviously drag that down. And here is where everything just wants to be completely surrounded in end stone bricks. So the window and the rest of this. So drag that across. There we go. Like I say, everything just completely cover it in end stone bricks. So the bathroom was quite an easy one to complete, or shall I say finish off with. So there we go. That is, as you can see from this overhead, all of the the basement wall, no, not the basement, the interior walls of the first floor for the Alpha 2 house. Like I've said it about 5 times, but if you want to do your roof now, then feel free. It is just smooth quartz blocks on the 7th layer, because obviously these ones were 6, but all of these is just smooth quartz on top. Like I say, I'm not going to do mine until I've done the lighting. But yeah, that is where I'm going to wrap up this kind of annoying episode. But yeah, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Next episode, I do not know what I will be doing. When I say next episode, I mean next episode of this series. Um, Actually, something you can do is where we have the doorways. What I've done is made them all open, as you can see. I haven't done doors for the kitchen for some reason. But where we have the doors, I've left them all open. So because in like with their mods, I think they used carpenter block doors, and if you don't know what carpenter blocks are, it is a mod where you can basically um, any block that you want into a certain object. Like if you have a carpenter door, you could, for example, have a light blue wall door that looks like an iron door and an oak door. So because they use like white oak doors, what I've done is used iron doors, but I've placed levers underneath those blocks. So it may be annoying, but what you can do before I finish is iron doors like this and then place levers underneath. So let me just give you an example. Where's the levers? Oh, I've got that glitch. There we go. So there we go. And then I will quickly do that. And then as you can see, that is done. Let me just show you where, I won't open them, but let me just show you where the doorways want to go. So they want to go here, here. We've got this one already done. I don't know why I don't have one for here, but I will just ignore that. And then just here, like that. So underneath all of those, place levers so you can open them. In case you're thinking that you'll just place redstone blocks, I don't think that works. But yeah, like I say, that is where I'm going to wrap up today's episode. Next episode, I will hopefully try and finish off the roof, but as you can tell, it's kind of annoying. But yeah, other than that, I'm going to, yeah, like I said earlier, if you're new here, I repeat myself a lot, but that is where I'm going to wrap up today's video. Any building suggestions, please leave them in the comment section down below, along with any horror games that you would like me to see play on the channel. But if you guys do not know as well, we are hopefully trying to hit 2k subs by the end of the year, and if we do, I'll be doing a £50 gift card giveaway of any of your choice. So like PlayStation, Xbox, Amazon, anything like that. So yeah, hope you all have an awesome rest of your day. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye, guys.